Welcome back, everyone, to episode 5 of our extended look, possibly full playthrough, depending on how things are going, of Final Fantasy VI. Obviously, I changed the menu colors a little bit in between. I just picked one of the generic ones that they create for you to be a little bit easier on the eyes. I don't love the bright blue that they use for the standard background. I think this one's a little bit more pleasing to the eye, and also it makes the white of the text pop a little bit more. But anyway, let's continue from where we were. Oh, yeah, let's check and make sure he has everything he can use equipped. I think we have a black belt to put on someone. We'll put it on Cyan. Sometimes counter physical attacks. Yeah, that's a good idea. Cast Protect while wounded. Who needs that more? Defense, defense. Oh, yeah, he needs it more. So we'll give him the mithril glove and the black belt. The black belt, typically, when I have a choice, I usually put it on Shadow, again, because he has the highest evasion chance of anyone. If he does get hit, he's going to counterattack somebody. And if he manages to evade, he's going to hit enemies with his dog, usually. So it just makes more sense to take advantage of that incredibly high evasion stat for Shadow as much as you can. So let's go ahead and back out and get moving. We got to go south, and what they mean by that is you got to go up around the mountain range, around the corner, and back to the south. Again, if there's any enemies that I could have benefited from having fought up to this point for the rage abilities, now would be a good time to farm for them, because unless you come back here on your own later on, you'll lose the opportunity to find these enemies if you don't fight them at least once. Which ones are critical for Gal to learn if you're going to use him and his rage stats? Almost none of the ones that we're doing here, but it's not a bad idea to learn as many as you can, because there are some very useful ones. Like, there's ones that allow him to heal the party for free. There's ones that cast haste on him. There's ones that cast, like, Berserk to make him more damage capable. Come on, guys. Do some damage. There we go. There's lots of different rages, and they have lots of different unique abilities that are very valuable to Gal if you use him. Now, the downside of using Gal, just like using, say, Mog, if you use his special ability... I thought I had to go around the mountains. I guess I'm wrong. The downside of using Gal along with Mog is if you use their special ability, you're locked into using that ability basically the rest of the fight. I think the only way you can get out of using their ability is if the character dies, and then when you revive them, they might be able to pick a fresh command from the menu. But then you have to let the character die, or maybe they get damaged by an enemy that's really strong. So in either case, that's not a great option. I happen to really like using Gal. I may end up using him a bunch when we get the option to do so. That's not to say that it's the best option, it's just the one that I like to use the most. Alright, let's go ahead and charge this thing up and hit them all at once. Well, I say hit them all at once. He may only hit one or two people, depending on how much damage he does. Alright, killed one, killed two. Yeah, killed two. Oh, three. There you go. There we go. Easy enough. I'm starting to remember I have to cross the bridge in order to go forward, which makes no sense because we came into the camp and left in the same direction. So why would they do that? I think that may have been a little bit of a slip-up on their part, because you can't go that way. You have to cross the bridge. And if I'm not mistaken, if we go back to Castle Doma, there is nothing that we can do. We're going to do it anyway, just because I am a monster, and I want to keep reminding poor Cyan that his family's dead. Because I am a monster of a human being. Oh, we can't even go in. This area is off limits. Well, see you later. I think there's a chocobo farm right here. Oh, no. Look at that. They usually put chocobo farms inside of square plots of forest on the map. Not a guarantee that that always happens, but that is usually more often than not where you find them. Go for 4. I should kill all but one of them, because I don't think these are hard-hitting enemies. Yeah. I mean, we're attacking a rabbit hiding out in a big old cabbage patch. That's the kind of monsters that we're leading as a party. And I would expect any time now for Shadow to bail on us. He only wanted to stick around long enough to earn his money, and then he was going to split on us, so... We're getting close. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he leaves mid-battle at some point. He's just like, well, I've earned my cash. See ya. Here we go. Here's where we need to go. One of the coolest parts of the game. I really do like the Phantom Forest. The idea behind it is just fantastic. I feel like I'm going to have a small celebration every time I pull off a fire dance or an aura cannon because of how much trouble I'm having getting them to activate correctly. This is when I wish I had some macros that I could put on the Retron, but I don't think that's an option. Oh, good timing. I think I have to go down. Of all the places to give you a big sign telling you you gotta go this way, why would they do it there? I think this just takes me back to the entrance. I guess we're about to find out. I'm going to walk out, and if it does lead me out of the map, that's fine. Yep, that's exactly what it did. So that's kind of like a little loop trap to get you to follow a very specific path to get to the area we're supposed to get to. It's times like this where I kind of miss the idea of having the NES Advantage controller, the big... Is it the Advantage or the one with the joystick? That would probably come in handy doing some of these blitzes where you gotta roll the D-pad. Now let's give it a shot. I think I got it. Got it. Burn! I know you're supposed to be ghosts, but you're dressed like clan members. Burn! Come on. Hey, there's a train in these woods. A train? I thought all of Doma's railways had been destroyed in the fighting. There could be survivors. Let's take a look inside. Hey! Looks like we can get through in here. So, Sabin! We can't just wander around out here all day. We have to check inside. Sir Sabin! Don't worry, it'll only take a second. Sir Sabin! What in the world? We must leave at once! This is the Phantom train! Toot toot. It's moving! We must get off of this train at once! The door won't open. I fear we are too late. What did you say this train was? This is the Phantom train. It carries the souls of the departed to their final destination. Wait a second. You're saying this train's giving us a one-way ticket ride to the afterlife? Unless we find a way off, I'm afraid that is exactly where we will end up. Well, I'm afraid that's a trip I'm going to have to pass on. If it won't let us off, we'll stop it ourselves. Let's make for the engine. Which is not the way we're going first. We're going to go back and check all the stuff in the back end. And we start hitting some really hard enemies. I'll start using the shurikens again. Don't see a reason to yet. Now, the cool thing about this area, this would be a good time to use a shuriken to keep him from attacking. Yeah, those guys hit very hard if they explode. I believe this is where we start finding ghosts that will actually join your party as like a fourth party member, or when we do lose Shadow, a third party member. What's with this guy? He seems to want to accompany us. Bring the ghost. Absolutely. A fourth party member is a very good idea. They won't stick around forever, so you want to do it as much as you can early on. I'm this train's connector. What business brings you here? Tell us about the train. The Phantom train ferries the souls of the departed to the other side. Once the souls arrive, they are granted their eternal rest. How to stop this thing? You want to stop the train? Search every corner of the engineer's compartment. I'm sure there's a way. Why wouldn't you just tell me, dude, if you're the conductor? I like the little goofy face they put on the ghost. That was a choice they certainly made. I don't get to name the ghost either. They have 2 abilities that they can use. I think it's 2. Wonder what this is for. Why don't we see what happens if we pull it? Sir Sabin, I think it would be best not to touch that. Oops, my hand must have slipped. What? Oh, thou art truly insufferable. Cyan, you're not scared, are you? What dost thou mean? It's not as though I have an aversion to machines, or try to stay away from them as much as humanly possible, or anything like that. Cyan, so you're afraid of machines? What gave it away? Might these be timetables? These? Huh? They're all blank. This train carries the dead to the afterlife. It's a little tough to be making timetables with as much conflict in the world as there is right now. Let's go out here. I believe you can keep adding people from the same spots if you need more ghosts. But they have 2 abilities, or 1 ability, and one of them is the ability to possess an enemy. It usually kills them outright, but you lose the party member, so you use that as kind of a last resort if you're fighting a really tough enemy. You're better off just saving them. Did I just throw a dagger? Whoops. That's alright. It was a dagger. I'll survive without it. I gotta be careful, though. Might want to move the shurikens up to the top spot. Or at the very least, sort stuff so it appears closer to the top. Perfect. So that'll be the first item he can see. And did he have another weapon he could put on? He did, but it is absolutely not as good as what he's using right now, so don't do that. Alright, good enough. I don't think we've picked anything up yet. Not all of the ghosts are good. Some of them will just fight you. Like that. Okay, so he does have just an attack ability, but hey, it's extra damage. Why would you say no to that? Kind of an underwhelming amount of health or experience, rather, from fighting these guys. Howdy, folks. I've got top quality items here at rock bottom prices. No reason to be overcharging now. Like they say, you can't take it with you. Yeah, of course, I'll buy. Let's stock back up to 75. We're going to be burning these at some point, so I might as well start stacking as many of them up as I can. Antidotes. I really haven't been getting poisoned much. I don't think I'm going to need those a bunch yet. Don't think we're going to be imped anytime soon. The game's not malevolent enough to start doing that. Sleeping bags. You're better off buying tents when you have the option instead of sleeping bags. Yeah, let's do 5 of these. And 5 of these. Alright, we're good. I'm just gonna pick fights with every single one of them if I have to. Very good. I don't think we're going to have to do any grinding for levels anytime soon. Nonsense. That was an excuse. You could have added a 5th. It's not like they've never done that before in Final Fantasy. Ouch! How's our group doing? Could use a heal there. 2 here. The ghost will be fine. Shadow will be fine. I like the music on the train here too. It's very nice. No, can't help you here. Oh, come on. Don't walk right where I'm walking. Perfect. They moved the shurikens up to the top slot, so I'm not going to worry about throwing any weapons away if I do that. Not there's a ton to lose at this point. I don't think he changes his shop. It's the same items, right? Yeah, it's the same items. Oh, look at this. A different group. Throw a shuriken. I believe there is one monster in a box item in this area that we will find. Not in this particular train car, although maybe. I think it's further up in the train, but yeah, see, it's not here. No, we're good. Let's go ahead and top off Shadow. Yeah, we'll give one a Sabin as well. I think they go overboard with all the healing, or the opportunities to buy healing items because you don't have anyone who can learn spells, at least not this early. They know it's important to you to have the options to heal, so they give you as many as possible early and often. Oh crap, they're using Demi, or in this case it's called Gravity. That halves your health every time it hits. Kill 2 of them. Good. There's the third. So I want to kill those Angel Whispers as fast as possible because they are going to wreak havoc on my health whenever they hit. Wow! I forgot you could do that. Yada, yada, yada. And nobody took damage. Good. Now, I think you cannot heal the ghosts. And the reason for that is they're dead, so if you try to use a healing item, it'll actually hurt them. No escape. Pop. And I think if you keep fighting them, they just keep doing that, so there's no reason to keep doing it. You're supposed to keep advancing on the train. Their way of saying you can't escape your fate, you're going to die on the Phantom train or go to the afterlife. Whew, what do you suppose that was all about? No escape. Huh? No escape. Who's there? Came from over here. No escape. Gah! They're coming after us. No escape. There are more of them this way. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. No escape for you. And then I go up. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, no escape for you. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, no escape for you. They just don't let up. And I believe we have reached a dead end, Sir Sabin. All right. Hast thou an idea? Yes. The time has come to put my training to use. Come, Cyan. Yahoo! Fling. Fling. Oh! Gotta go back. Nope. Come on, go, 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 go. Do it! I thought you could go in there. And then it looked like they changed their mind on letting me do it. Oh, I think I botched. We'll do the flurry attack just in case I did botch it. Nope, I got it. Alright, cool. I heard there was a lot of people who had issues with the Game Boy Advance version of the game slowing down when you did actually see a bunch of, like, very expansive effects appearing on the screen because it's not as powerful a system as the Super Nintendo, and yes, I guess I can heal my ghost. However, I remember the Blitz attack, like Fire Dance, doing exactly what just happened there, where it did slow down a little bit, even on the Super Nintendo version. Hey, they couldn't still be... Nah. They just don't let up. We'll have to detach the rear cars. Alright, get in there. Quit talking about it and do it. See, now, if I was Sabin, I would just straight up start blasting middle fingers. See you later, bitches! That should be the end of that. But now, how do we go forward? By pulling the same handle, which did nothing before. That makes sense. We're not getting a ton of experience fighting these guys, but they're also not that difficult. I mean, the Angel Whispers are doing a little bit of damage to me, but not so much that it's game-breakingly tough. Ouch. Don't love that. That should do it. And there we go. What's with this guy? Seems to want to accompany us. I don't think there is a particular ghost that you can have join your party that does way more damage than any other ghost. This is a very important pickup here. The Oversoul is one that you can only find on the train, so if you only get him here, or if you don't see him here, you're not going to get a chance to pick him up. And I think Living Dead and possibly the ghosts are only found here as well. But that Oversoul, you don't see him very often. Now that was a very good fight. Ghost? Oh, crap. Botched the crap out of that. Now we need to heal up here. One more for you. You're fine. You can use quite a few of them. Do one more. And that is why you stock up on tons of potions in this area. It's just not worth the risk. Oh, crap. I forgot. You can get your health back right here. Food! Food! Bring me everything you've got. Is this train's food truly safe to eat? What are you worried about? Can't wage war on an empty stomach. Do without wilt, sir. I'm sure there is no stopping thee. Gobble. Snarf. Slurp. And that is why you want to sit there. Would have been nice if I had remembered that instead of wasting all those potions, but whatever. Now, of course, it recovers magic, but no one here can use magic, so... Phew, I'm stuffed. Shall we get moving? Collapses and dies because he ate ghost food. Please be seated if you wish to order. Okay, but I don't want to order. I want to leave. Actually, I think we have to go out this way and go around the side of the car. Yep. But we gotta go back in, get the item here. Which might be the monster in the box. No, it's an earring, which again, no one can use magic here. Why would they do that? Alright. Again, no fooling around. Gotta kill this guy fast. See ya. Never let that guy blow up. If you do, it's probably going to kill someone. I think we have a save room right in this little compartment right in front here. No. Oh, this is the monster in the box. Here we go. Hold it right there. Siegfried, the greatest swordsman in all the world, and that treasure belongs to me. If I were you, you over-muscled moose, I'd grab Grandpa there and run away while you still can. Wah, wah. Greatest windbag is more like it. You're the one who had best beat a brave retreat. What? Brazen words for a man about to be spitted upon... spitted? Upon my blade. I guess they mean he's gonna get skewered. Whatever. Like a plump and juicy pig. Ngald. Ngald. Oh, come get it, bro. I can't remember if this is a joke fight or if it's serious. It's a joke fight. Well, there you go. And I think we lost the item in the transition. All bark, no bite. No, it cannot be, but the last laugh belongs to me. Yep, I was right. Is there anything else in there? Of course not. That's disappointing. Just get to the next compartment. Nothing in here. I should have made it so you could close the blind like you can in Chrono Trigger. Yes, I know canonically Chrono Trigger came out after this game. You know what I'm saying. Cool, got it. Go ahead and charge this up just in case. I haven't done 2 or 3 yet. We might do 2. Let's just do 2 to see what happens. And never mind. Don't think there's any reason to go up there. Might be here, because we're going to find some areas where everything's blocked off and we have to go up on the roof to go around. The conductor is back, apparently. You want to stop the train? Search every corner of the engineer's compartment. I'm sure there's a way. I need to restock my potions, but I don't know if I'm going to find that chance. I took one step there. One. This may have been a bad choice, because they're going to start attacking before I get to it, aren't they? No, I got a chance. Let's do this. We're going to attack... No, stop it. Hit him. Oh, never mind. We're good. One of these is the monster. There it is! I knew it was coming. Let's try to do an aura cannon on him. I think it does more damage than standard attack. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, big hit. Dead. What do we get for it? Another hyper wrist. Yay. He might benefit from that if he... Yeah, let's go ahead and put that on him. And again, we're not giving anything critical to Shadow because he's going to split with our items anytime now. Probably shouldn't have bothered with the ghost either, because I think he's going to leave at some point in the near future as well. Sniper eye. Ooh. That might be a good one to stick on Cyan, because it guarantees a hit. Sure as physical attacks never miss. And he is, if I'm not mistaken, the slowest member of the party. Oh yeah, very much so. So swap his black belt with the sniper eye. And then give We'll stop using Knight's Code because there aren't any really weak characters in the party and give him the black belt. Alright, there we go. And there goes the ghost. I was right. You're leaving. So I wasted 2 potions on him, or however many I used. Guess we're on our own again. Yeah, just the 3 of you. Darn. We're almost at the end of the train anyway. I am very surprised that Shadow is not split on me yet. As I remember him being very much out of the picture right around the time I get to this point whenever I played it in the past. I will be astonished if we make it all the way to the Veldt with him. Alright, here we go. It's the engineer's compartment. We've got to find a way to stop this train fast. There's a pattern you have to do, and I'm not getting it right, obviously. Something's written here. Stop the train, shut the first and third pressure valves, then throw the switch located by the smokestack. Alright, so we gotta do that, and then go out on the smokestack out here, which I think we do this way. Alright, I had some concerns about my ability to pull this move off, but it looks like I've finally tuned it in. And all it takes is for me every about 2 minutes or so to lick my thumb. Oh god, I hope I washed my hands recently. This train should stop if we throw the switch. Or will it? I gotta do a ghost voice for the train. So, you're the ones who've been slowing me down. That's the angry toot. Now, of course, we gotta do this. Why am I off the train running in front of it? Who knows? But if you have the option to do so, you gotta suplex the train. I mean, you have to, right? The dumbest move in the history of fighting. I don't know why that didn't work, but apparently he can't use 2. Oh, there it goes. That was a weird glitch. That was fast. Holy crap. I destroyed that thing. And I got a tent for my efforts. Yay. I will let you go. But first there is something I must do. Toot, toot. You see, he's got some more passengers to pick up. Squee. It seems we have arrived. Phew, glad to be off that thing. The faster we leave that train behind, the better. Except, uh-oh. It's all his people from Doma. Is that Elaine? Owain! Cyan, was that your wife and son? The train's leaving. Shadow just jumped off on his own. Please, wait! Elaine! Owain! My love, you made me so happy. Thank you. Dad, I'll keep practicing with my sword so I can keep Mom safe. All right. Interesting. Shadow's still here. Best leave him be. Or wait, no, am I supposed to do the, oh? That is the wrong time for that. All right, anyway, we're back out on the main map so we can heal up. Not a whole lot to do because the train only got 2 hits, most. So we gotta head this way. I think we're looking for a cave. Yep, right there. Don't think there's any enemies here that we need to fight to add to the rage list, but we'll do some fights here anyway. Looks like these are the same guys we fought before, so there shouldn't be anything I'm going to learn. Or add to the ability to learn, I should say. And Shadow's got me just bamboozled. I am astonished he has not bailed yet. Yeah, nothing else. Alright, let's go to the cave. I don't think this is Serpent Trench. That's actually on the Veldt that we get to. I think this is just a short passage to the Veldt. Baren Falls. Yeah, we jump here and then fight on the way down because this is a very strange game. This must be the Baren Falls. To the south of here lies the Veldt. 'Tis a wild and dangerous land, inhabited by all manner of ferocious beasts. But if we turn around and go back, the Empire will be waiting for us. The village of Mobilz, Mobilz? I don't know how you say that. Lies to the eastern coast. On the eastern coast. If we can make it through the Veldt, we could head there. Shadow, meanwhile, like, there he goes. I have served my purpose. Shadow! Thanks for your help. Let's team up again sometime. Yeah. And he just walks away. All right, well, there you go. I was fairly certain he wouldn't actually make it to the Veldt because I think it's hard-coded that if you don't reach your money or experience cap for Shadow's participation, he just bails before you go any further. And that's because he has no interaction of any kind with Gal at this point. Let's go ahead and jump. So they don't let you have any kind of talking between those two. It's all about the comedy between Sabin, Cyan, and Gal. I think here we have to fight 3 different groups or 4 different groups of fish before we reach the bottom. Because this is the universe's longest waterfall. Nice counter. But he is just wasting that Rising Phoenix every shot. Come on, get to 4. Pop. Burn them down! This part makes no sense. Why is a fire attack working on fish? They should be soaking wet. Let's try 3. I haven't done 3 yet. Tiger. Key up. Oh, that's probably one of those insta-kill attacks. So not great. You have the option, use the stronger ones, like 1, 2, or 4, which all seem to have a good hit. I think I pulled off Aura Cannon. I guess we're about to find out. Got it. See ya. That was easy. I got the poison. I got the remedy. What is it with Sabin and jumping into water and basically floating ashore by just pure virtue of luck? Because this would normally kill someone. There's everyone's favorite dog boy. Not named Blanca. A youth draped in monster hides, his eyes shining with a warm and gentle light. Gal! I have no idea what voice to do with this character. Guess we'll try a couple things. Who are... And see ya! Alright. And now the best music in the entire game. I don't even want to talk over it, it's so good. Now, important to note, I didn't get any experience for that. And I think the reason they do that is you're expected to come here to grind for rage abilities, so they don't want you leveling up here extensively trying to do that. But basically the way the Veldt works is any and every enemy group that you have fought up to this point in the game will appear as an enemy in the Veldt, and it allows Gal to jump onto the pack of enemies as though it was a group of wild beasts that Gal can follow around. And he can learn how they fight and add that to a list of enemy types that he can emulate in battle. He doesn't have a standard attack. All he can do is emulate a different enemy that he learned from. Because he came back to us from the Imperial Soldier group, he learned how to fight like they did. Ooh, ow! Don't attack. Ooh, I'm hungry. I don't think I have any food to give him. We'll give him a potion? This isn't going to do it. You have to go buy an item to give him. Yeah. Well, I'll just have to... I don't want to do it, but you have to hit him to get him to go away. Ow! Whoa! You, strangers! Go away! Go away from the Veldt! See ya. Yeah, we have to get to the village Mobilz to buy dried meat. It just heals for 150, but if you give it to him, he'll join your party. Came down from Baren Falls. Unbelievable. It's flowing even stronger than usual this year. No one's been able to get here lately. Hey, what's up? Carrier pigeons are only linked to the outside world. Alright, we gotta hit the end because we are suffering. 100 gillenite. Yep. So, an important function that we did not get to see because there were no inns to stop at, but when Shadow is in your party, if you go to an inn with him in the group and sleep, he will occasionally have a flashback to some events that occurred in his life prior to taking on the mantle of the assassin. And they're only available when you go to the inn and take a nap there. Using a tent or a sleeping bag or any other means of recovering health won't trigger it. You have to stay at an inn. Is it true that war has broken out? I got a letter saying that it had. Yep. The region's known as the Veldt. Monsters migrate here from all over the world, so it can be quite dangerous outside of town. You never know what you might run into. See the house at the far northern plains? That old man has lost his marbles. They say he threw out his own kid thinking he was some kind of monster. Yeah, I think I've seen that monster. Nothing there. Nothing there. Let's go in the shack. See if there's any new items that we can pick up that we hadn't already had. Mithril knife, no. Mithril sword, no. Mithril claws, yes. And I think that was an item that we could have picked up earlier from an enemy if we lucked out on the drop. It was one of those rare drops, 1 in 8 chance, and I didn't spend the time trying to get it, so we'll go ahead and equip this. Very good. And equip this. I don't think there's any reason to use the other one. Buy. No one who... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll buy 1 heavy shield. Once we get back to the main group, if they don't already have it, we can give it to someone. I should be looking out for items to give to Gal. He cannot equip a weapon. He doesn't need it because he actually does enough damage with his various enemy abilities to make up for the boost in damage potential that you would get from equipping a weapon. Not a big deal, but he does need armor. So he can use a buckler, but not a heavy shield. We already have a buckler. He can use a hat. And there are 2 people who could benefit from a Magus hat? I'm sure you say that. Bandana. I think this adds to your max health? Or not? And everyone can use an iron helm. And pretty much everyone can use the iron armor. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the iron helms, and we only have enough for 4. And 1 suit of iron armor that we can use right now. Let's go with the helms instead. We can use 2 of those. And we can always get some more while I'm going to be doing some off-camera farming here. We're going to get Gal into the party, and then I'm going to do a little bit of grinding for some rages, but I'm not going to do it on camera because that would take forever. Out hunting yesterday, I could have sworn I saw a kid running along with a pack of monsters. Wonder if it was just my overactive imagination. What do you say, pup? Woof! Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. Ruff! I threw some dried meat to a herd of hungry animals last time I was out on the Veldt, and would you believe it? Some kid scrambled out of the herd and ran off with it. I do believe it, yes. And here's where you get the dried meat. So you only need 1, but if somehow we botch, I want to have enough to buy or get a second chance at it. And let's go ahead and restock as many of these as we can. Might want to start stocking up on high potions more, though, because we will start losing some of that value in buying potions because you need so many to recover full health. Tweet, tweet. Hello. Powerful ocean currents run through the Serpent Trench. You heard about them? No, I haven't. And here's how they show you the way you're going to get back to where we need to go in Narshe. So we will have to jump into the Serpent Trench. It'll take us through this long, underground, winding path that takes advantage of Mode 7 effects to basically wash us back up on shore right there. That is not South Figaro, although it is kind of in that direction. Hop into the current, you'd be swept straight to Nikea. A combination of Nike and IKEA, I guess. Too bad our only diving helmet was stolen. I think I can find it. Well, there's anything up here. Let's go back down this way. That was the same lady talking about the pigeons. Let me know if you need anything. I can send letters and packages to any corner of the world for you. Thank you, Elixir. Those are emergency items. Thankfully, we have not had a serious emergency yet. It may happen at some point in the future. The entrance to the Serpent Trench lies within Crescent Mountain, near the southern tip of the continent. It seems like one of those, there's a hidden room in here type areas, but I don't think so. Nothing. Alright, so let's get the last few people. The soldier inside this house is hurt real bad, so Mom says we have to keep our voices down. Shh, you have to be quiet. Which is what he's doing, running loudly in circles. A grievously injured soldier wandered into the village not too long ago. I dressed his wounds, but his condition doesn't seem to be improving. Those letters coming from the Talman? What is wrong with me? Town of Miranda are the only things keeping him going. Alright, come on. Get out of the way, lady. Thank you. So, very important. We'll go ahead and talk to this guy. Injured lad. I'm a soldier from Miranda. When our town fell to the Empire, I was forced to join the Imperial Army. I tried to flee rather than help them attack Doma, but they came after me. I barely escaped alive. Now I can't even move. I'll never see Lola again. There's a letter on the desk. Would you be kind enough to bring it to me? Go ahead and grab that. There are even more Imperial soldiers walking the streets of Miranda these days, but things are peaceful otherwise. Flowers in the garden will soon bloom and announce the arrival of spring. This is supposed to be a woman talking. I don't know why I'm doing that. How are you doing? I'm worried. I so wish that I could fly to your side and be with you. Please think only about getting better and try not to push yourself too hard. Rest knowing that I spend every day thinking only of you and wishing I could see you. Lola. I'd like to write her back, but I don't even have the strength to pick up a pen. So very important, this kind of little side story that we're seeing in Mobilz. Cyan is in the party while we're hearing all of it. He was living in Doma Castle. This guy was an unwilling participant in the attack on Doma, while Cyan has every reason in the world to be very bitter about the Empire's assault on there and anyone who is involved. This is his path towards serenity, kind of. When he first learns that, hey, not everyone who was part of the Empire was a willing participant. And later in the story, he becomes the ghostwriter for that injured lad. Because unfortunately he passes away, so he tries to give the grieving widow, or at least unwitting widow, a little bit of solace or peace of mind. Dwayne and Katerin are both 16. What a magical age. The springtime of love. And I think these characters end up in another village later on in the game as well. Not here. Well, maybe it is here. I can't remember. We do see those two later. Sprint shoes, which you already have. White cape. What does this do? Okay, but can I find out what it does? No, of course not. Thanks, game. They're expensive, that much I know. So if you don't want to spend the money on an inn, you can just come in here and sleep. A little sneaky trick they put in there. I think I'll survive without the 100 gil that I spent originally, but whatever. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Did I already go in here? I thought I did. Get in there. Yeah, okay. And we already went up and to the right, so we finished in the village. What we want to do is go back out on the Veldt, get in a couple of fights, get Gal to join the party, and then we'll call it an episode. Ooh, Leaf Bunny, that's the one I wanted to learn. Stop. Give him the dried meat, wherever it is. There it is. Ah, boy, why did I have to do a raspy voice? This is gonna kill me. What the? What a peculiar child. I am Cyan, and this is Sabin.
You Sabin. You Cyan. Me want more food.
Sorry, all gone.
You go, get more for me.
You're a regular little munchkin, huh?
And you, afraid of me.
You want some of this?
Me not want hurt you.
Stop looking at me like that. Gasp. Wheeze. You're pretty tough. For a little guy.
That fun. You strong. You fall for it. Fall for trick.
Shut up. Oh dear. Do simmer down, sirs. And thou, O wild one, who might thou be?
Thou? Thou! 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 Thou!
Alright, I'm not gonna keep doing that. That's killing me. Oh boy. That's gonna kill my throat.
You angry? Cyan! You angry me?
Okay, quit mocking. Listen, his family was just... Okay.
Me understand. Me sorry. Gal not mean person.
Water under the bridge. Let us not dwell on such things. Sir Gao, I have a feeling we will get along quite well. Wilt thou join us?
Oh! Gal give you a present. Gal give Cyan and Sabin a nice present thanks for food.
Right. What manner of rubbish do you suppose he's gonna give us?
Gal's treasure. Shiny. Shiny! Shiny, shiny, shiny!
Can anything be that shiny?
Mr. Thou like shiny thing?
Mr. Thou's that one over there.
A shiny thing?
Oh, no. A shiny thing, eh? Locke's gonna be jealous when he hears about this. Probably not.
Who Locke? He bad man? Maybe he try steal Gal's treasure.
Locke, well, he's... Listen, when someone's listen when someone's talking to you. I believe he's trying to tell us something. Fine. Well, what is it?
Here! Here! Shiny thing here! Where Sabin is. That Mobilz. Cyan stand place river bring you. Gal stand Crescent Mountain. Moon-shaped mountain. Shiny thing there.
Well then, shall we be off? We might as well see what's at this crescent fountain of his. Alright, I need a drink. Oh god, that's gonna kill me. Why'd we have to invite someone like him along? I love the backwards walk here.
Mr. Thou, hurry up! We leave you behind!
I told you before, my name is not Mr. Thou. And now here they explain to you how learning on the Veldt works. Here's how to build up Gal's skills. 1. Choose Leap, a command that appears only when you are on the Veldt. Very important. He can only learn on the Veldt. He can never go anywhere else and do the Leap technique. Keep fighting on the Veldt, and eventually Gal will reappear. When he reappears, he will learn the attacks of the monsters you were fighting when he leapt, as well as those you were fighting when he returned. I'm not going to do that. I can't keep doing that. Choose Rage to have Gal use any of the attacks he has learned. Now, please continue your quest. And faceplant. See you. All right, so we have Gal in our party. We'll go ahead and equip him with some goodies. And relics. Let's see what we got. Go ahead and put a mithril glove on him. And... See, look at his regular attack is better than either of the other two guys in the party. And that is how much better he is than they are. I think what we'll want to do is we'll give him... I think he has the highest defense. No. No. In fact, Sabin has the highest... Well, let's see. Well, it would probably be better for him to use Knight's Code, but let's go ahead and stick it on Gal. Just so he has something of use to equip with. He's even the highest level in the group, so I clearly have not been grinding at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and call it an episode there. As I mentioned before, what we're going to do is I'm going to grind off camera, teach him some moves. We might do, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and do one right now, just to have him learn something. We'll defend, we'll have him leap. As soon as you leap, the fight ends. He runs off with whatever animals he was with. After 1, 2, 3 fights, usually he comes back. And he will have learned how to fight like whatever enemy he left with and whatever enemy he comes back with. So if he comes back with this group, he will learn 3 new enemies. That doesn't mean he will come back, I'm just saying it's possible. And only do 1 attack at a time, because if you hit him when he comes back, he'll leave, and he will not learn whatever that group would have taught him. So very important, don't attack too much. Stop. Let him talk. Nope. And there you go. So now we learned the Sand Rays and all of those other guys, the Unseelie, the Moo, the Belmadar Rages. He gained all of those by jumping on that group. He already knew Zogrim, Angel Whisper. He learned Moo. He knew Were-Rat. Belmadar is what he picked up. Sulfur Lobo, Hornet, Cartogra, Exocyte, Magitech Armor. He already knew quite a few of these. Interesting. But there is a huge list of enemies that he can learn throughout the course of the game. It would behoove you, if you're trying to get all of them, to come back to this area about 2-3 hours from now, when you finally get the airship. When you get the airship, come back, run Gal around the Veldt a little bit more, pick up the new enemies. When you get the option to go meet with the Empire and actually have peace talks, which is much later in the game, you might want to come back again before that happens, because I don't think you get another chance to do so until you get to the World of Ruin. When you get to the World of Ruin, that's the next chance you get to learn some of that stuff. But as much as you can, try to get more abilities for Gal. Again, variety is the spice of life, and in the case of Gal, the more unique enemies he can learn, the more options he has for combat. And he can learn so many different things that other characters in the game will not be able to do. It's very useful to build him up as much as possible. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap things up. That's going to do it for episode 5 of our extended look at Final Fantasy VI. Again, I'm going to probably do a little bit of grinding off camera just to gain some new enemy abilities before we leave the Veldt for good. I gave you one quick sample of what he can do on the Veldt to learn some abilities. It's really not worth making an entire episode of me walking in circles trying to learn those enemies. You get the gist of it. Jump in one group, come back with another, learn what you fought in both of those groups, and repeat until you've gotten everything that you think you're going to see. The enemy palettes that you see on the Veldt rotate. It's one long list of every enemy type that you can encounter in the game, and you'll see every single one of them in a single, constantly rotating list. You won't see them all one at a time. Sometimes it'll skip a group, or 2 groups, or 3 groups, but it will roll around that entire list forever, and you'll be able to catch every single one of them at some point. It just needs to go through to the next item on a list in order to get to the ones that you're looking for. But anyway, that's going to do it for episode 5. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.